I'm talking about manicures, and I want to show you how to get a manicure that's going to last a little bit longer and show you my manicure must-haves. So I'm going to start by showing you the products that I use. I always use an orange wood stick. You can get these at Sally Beauty Supply, or pretty much any beauty supply places will have them, and they're really inexpensive. So it's nice to buy just a big bundle of them and they'll last forever. The next thing that I always use and always have on hand is a pair of nail nippers, is what I call them, or clippers. They just cut off any of the extra dead skin that you have on around your cuticle. And this is very important, the right file. You want to get a buffer, is what they're called. If you have any questions, just ask the people at the beauty supply place or wherever you're getting them. But you want to find one that's rough enough to rough up your nail, but not too rough that it's going to take off layers of your nail. Okay, and this might be the most important thing that I use when doing my manicures. It's so awesome. And it is Band-Aid by OPI. And it's a nail dehydrator. It just sucks all the oils and extra things in your nails that are gonna make your polish wanna lift up. It sucks all of that out so that your polish can absorb into your fingernail. And another favorite of mine is solar nail oil. It's what I use very last to finish up the look. It helps protect the nail polish. It helps it dry a little bit faster, and it makes your cuticles hydrated so that they're not gonna flake. And then I wanted to show you guys a few of my favorite nail polishes. This is one that I wear all the time. This is my go-to nail polish, and I've had a lot of you ask what kind this is. And it is Chi brand. I'm not sure if you can still get it. And the name of it is My Cornerstone in Manhattan. So I didn't know if you could find this, so I found another one that I really like. It's pretty similar, and I just recently got this, so hopefully everyone can go out and find it. And it is by Glaze. And it's just like this one, it just has a little bit more of a shimmer. It's really pretty. And the name of it is Ingrid. And I usually like to stay with neutrals, but every once in a while I like to add a little color. And so this is one of my very favorites, which is kind of weird. It's really a bold color. It's 4-Leaf Clover by Glaze. I love wearing greens and turquoise on my fingernails. And it's always hard for me to find a perfect coral color. I've tried so many, and a lot of them look really orange, and I don't really like orange nail polish. So this is a coral color that I love so much. It is I Eat Mainly Lobster by OPI. Such a pretty coral color. Okay, so now that we've gone over all of the supplies that I use for a manicure, let's get started. So I'm going to start by taking my orange wood stick and pushing back my cuticles. And you're just going to want to try to remove any of that skin that's on your fingernail, because any skin left behind is going to make your polish want to lift up. So get all of that off. And the other benefit of pushing back your cuticles is it's going to make your nail bed look longer and prettier. So just gently push that back. So you can also use a cuticle remover. I don't use one. It's just a liquid that comes in a bottle, and you can just apply it to your cuticles, and it helps soften that skin around your cuticles. So if you're having a lot of issues with a lot of dead, dry skin, that would be a good thing to have. It just comes in a little bottle, and it should say cuticle remover. Okay, so now that you have all of that skin pushed back, this is when you're gonna take your nail nippers and just remove any of that extra skin from the sides or from up above. Be really careful when you're using these, because you can cut your skin and you can cut too deep. So just barely remove that skin that you've pushed up that you can see is just dead skin. So if you don't have nippers and you don't want to go out and buy any, you can get a file that's a little bit rougher than the buffer that you're going to use, and just gently go around your cuticle and kind of remove any of that extra skin. And by doing this, it's going to help the Band-Aid kind of seep into the nail and remove any of those extra oils. And when you're doing this, you can also shape your fingernail. So once you have your nail all buffed up and scraped up and looking good, you can go and rinse your fingernails if you want to, or you can just leave them like this. Either way, it doesn't really matter. If you have a lot of dust and a lot of skin left over, it would be good to kind of get all of that off. So now we're going to take the Band-Aid, and and we're gonna just start putting that on. If you don't have Band-Aid and you can't find any, acetone works really good too. It's not quite as good, but acetone, just straight acetone, will help dry out your fingernail as well. So that's a good option to use. And just make sure you get around the edges. So I like to apply this 2 different times just to make sure there aren't any extra oils left on there. If I'm gonna take the time to do a manicure, I want it to last. Okay, and let those air out for just a second. And now we're gonna start painting, and I'm gonna use this color by Glaze, the Ingrid, and shake that up a little bit. And I don't use a base coat. A lot of people use base coats. I feel like it just kind of blocks the nail polish from sucking into the nail, and so I don't ever use a base coat. And I like to paint my nails going down. I know I've seen people paint them going this way, but this is just a lot easier. Okay, so another good thing about having an orange wood stick is you can go around your cuticles and remove any extra polish that might have gotten onto them. Just clean it up a little bit. And then I always do 2 coats of polish. Okay, and then I always like to top it off with a top coat. And I just apply 1 coat of that. My very favorite top coat to use is Super Shiny by Creative. I just love the shine it gives. It kind of looks like a gel top coat, but it's not. And sometimes if I want it to look really, really shiny, I'll add 2 top coats, but normally just 1. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you could follow along with me while I gave myself a manicure. And I hope that you can use the little tips that I gave you at home to make your color last a little bit longer. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.